Sam from Million Dollar Secret is one to watch. She's still in the game, but I'm not sure if she's going to win now because I feel like she exposed herself. I feel like it's a running theme in my videos, but Sam is a good player. She's very intelligent. She clocks people. She's very perceptive. But there is this degree of self-importance where she thought that she could get away with things that other people wouldn't be able to get away with because she thinks she's so smart. And she didn't really clock her own blind spot. And we saw that unravel a lot more this episode. In the first batch of episodes, we basically see this very dramatic display of her crying about her infertility issues, which I thought was quite strange, and people thought it was suspicious. But she thought she did a good job, despite calling out Lauren for doing the same thing. She also called out Sydney for clearly lying about her job, but when it came to her, she was saying, I used to be a dentist. I used to work at a dentist. Stuttering. Clearly lying about her job. But she thought she got away with it. And in the latest batch of episodes, we had more slip-ups from her. One thing to note is that her energy was down, and people noticed that. Then comes in with her slipping in information about herself and not realising it. Because everybody's having a conversation, and she just thinks to randomly mention her friend who is a cop and beat the lie detector test. And it's always the friend, right? My friend is a cop. My friend is a cop. I'm just asking this for my friend. So when Corey comes back with a clue, talking about, misdemeanor 991, something about, police-related keywords, everybody's looking at her thinking about, didn't she say that her friend is a cop? Someone's lying about their profession. The millionaire's lying about their profession, and the millionaire is a cop. Everybody deciphered that quickly. And Sam already thinking, shit, I can't let them think it was me. And two people mentioned the police, Sam, Chris. So it was between her and Chris at the round table. Chris went home. Obviously, he was not the millionaire. So now all eyes on Sam, and everybody is sure that it's her who's the millionaire. And at the end of the last batch of episodes, it's just everybody basically saying, just admit it, we know it's you. And she's basically saying, no, it's not me. And Corey's like, just confess. And of course she's not going to confess because she saw how that went with Lauren. And people expecting the millionaire to confess, crazy. But I feel like it's pretty obvious that it was her. And at the very least, everyone thinks it's her. But there's going to be a new millionaire in the next episode. So even if they do think it was her, by that logic, it wouldn't be her now in the new episode. But are people going to hold that against her? Absolutely. And that's just how the game goes. Yes, the game is about lying. Yes, the game is about deceiving people. But when you're getting to the end, and like I said, there's only one winner, people are just going to grab at things to throw you under the bus, even if it's hypocritical. So I don't think Sam is going to confess and give them anything to go by, because it could just be bad luck, it just could be a coincidence. They don't know for sure that she was lying about her profession and that she is a cop. They're just insinuating that she is. They just assume that she is. And the assumption is right. But, as long as she doesn't fall for, them trying to guilt trip her into confessing, she's still got plausible deniability. She already had a few suspicions on her in the beginning, but I think it's going to be interesting to see how her allies view her, namely Clara. Is Clara going to view her as a threat? At the end of the day, like I said, this isn't a shared prize. Only one person can win, and I think it's going to be quite interesting to see how Sam plays and how the rest of them play, because it's going to get ruthless out here. And I don't think it's going to be everybody being cordial, everyone being nice with each other. So I think it's going to be interesting to see how Sam behaves, because we know how brutal she can be, but she's been covertly brutal. I feel like it's every man for themselves now. And also with her not being the millionaire anymore, I think that it's going to be interesting to see her as the hunter, because we know she's a good hunter. Well, what do you guys think in regards to Sam's probability of winning? Do we feel like she has what it takes to win it all? We've seen her blind spots now. She's a strong player, but she isn't immune from the weaknesses. Do we think she can make it to the end? And do we think she can win it. What do we think of her gameplay so far? I gotta hear from you guys.